Hello, my name is Topham, and welcome to the Easily Excitable Podcast. This week, kind of want to talk about what's been going on. While I don't have my work permit yet, hopefully it comes soon, I've been spending some time looking through some job listings. It got me thinking about what I want to do. I don't know exactly what it is right now, but I'm kind of trying to figure out what looks interesting for me. I've been looking at things in the realm of quality control and quality assurance, which is my most recent background. I don't know how many, well, I haven't really seen many chemical manufacturing jobs or chemical research jobs, and I'm not particularly certain of how my skills fare in the well in the present time, given that I have not been directly working with and developing chemicals and chemical solutions for at least the last 5 years of the job I was doing. So I've been thinking, just what do I want to be doing? And it's been all right. I've seen a few and I'm just like, okay, I'll probably try and send my CV their way. But there's a lot around here because there's an Air Force base nearby that requires like a bunch of knowledge on the aviation standards, which I don't have any knowledge of at the moment. Um, and I'm just trying to learn other things at the moment, so I don't have time to fully invest into learning those things. But also, a lot of those things require certain clearances and have certain restrictions on them, such as needing to be a US citizen to like apply and get the job. So there's a lot of jobs that I see nearby that I'm just like, oh, that'd be good. And then like I start looking at the details and I'm just like, actually, I don't qualify because I'm not American, and then that just, yeah. It's not that it frustrates me. It's obviously understandably necessary for a military contractor. Um on a US Air Force base. So, there's all that. Then I've been thinking about like what I could do if I were to set up my own business. Like, what would that business entail? Where and how would I make the money? How and where? What would I make? What would I do? What services would I provide? While I do have some ideas on what I want to do, one of the ones that keeps coming back to me is like manufacturing and selling to the public in general. And I'm just trying to get an idea of whether that's something that would be not necessarily necessary here, but something that there is a market for. And that's the main thing I have with some of the ideas that I have. Do I Is this an okay market to have some of these products in? And I'm not certain if it is. I know that Atlanta isn't particularly far away, and so that is potentially an option. It's potential that I could try and set up a business and run things up to Atlanta, or just try and get a name built up there. But who really knows at this time, like, whether anything can even get off the ground? I definitely need to do more research. I definitely need to, not necessarily, I just need to really develop my ideas further. But I know I have some ideas that I'm very happy with right now, and I definitely want to play into the fact that we are facing significant climate and environmental issues. So it'd be focused around the reuse and reducing of packaging and things like that. And it would be something that's public facing. I'm not going to say much more than that. I've got a bunch of ideas that I'm trying to work on in my head. I've written a bunch of notes down and I'm just trying to figure out what would be sort of profitable, and trying to understand whether there is a actual need and demand for this kind of thing. I'm certain there is. I just need to find out whether it's present in the area I live. And then I've also been playing a bit of guitar. Actually, this morning I've been playing a bit of guitar. I came up with something that I posted on Instagram. The day this comes out, this will have been yesterday. And I was playing just around on my guitar, and okay, and I didn't necessarily come up with something. I stumbled across something I knew, or something I was familiar with, and then I was just like, okay, where's that come from? So it led me down a tunnel. I thought it was Ghost Brigade. I thought it was Baroness. It was neither of those bands. It took me a while to go through like my whole music library, and then as soon as I saw the album, it was from the album called Heartless by a band called Pallbearer, who are a doomy band, and I'm just like, really like my doom. It sounded so good, and then I found out that it was the track Lie of Survival. As soon as I saw the album cover, I was like, it's off that album. I know that's where it's from. I know if I saw the track listing, I knew exactly what track it was. Turns out it was the track I thought it was, once I figured out what band it was. And yeah, I started playing that. And then I've been like learning stuff. There's a guy on YouTube around called Jake Lizio. He has this YouTube channel called Signals Music Studio. And he's just like been breaking down music and how to write music even when you're not feeling particularly creative. And I thought the videos that I've seen from him have been incredibly valuable for me. And it's really helped. He started explaining motifs and things like that, how minor and major chord progressions work, and generally the chords in those keys. And I've just really enjoyed listening to what he's had to say. I've learned a lot, and so I'm trying to put those ideas into practice to try and generate some music and just get an idea of what's going on. I'm also kind of still on the lookout for other musicians to play with, and everything's generally going okay. Like I said, I still need a job. I'm still waiting for the permit to come through, but I can't rush that. It's completely out of my control. I'm just waiting for stuff to happen. But yeah, that's it for the time being. Thank you everyone for listening. Have an exciting week. You're all my favourites. Goodbye.